Tell us a little bit about your life, Hannah.
Like from birth or...
Yeah. I want to say, I'm not going to start from birth, but I'm going to say start from like 4 hours after birth. You've been cleaned.
Okay, so post-inception, everything.
You're wrapped. You're under a heat lamp. No, I just meant, I want to get a sense of, do you live in Vancouver full time? What do you do?
So I work on boats, like yachts, and so I'm always in and out. Whenever I get any holiday or any leave, I come home to see family and friends, but I'm not permanently here.
When you say you work on the boats, you mean not building the boats, but living on the boat and helping people? Is that what you do?
Yeah, so I'm not a craftsman, but I'm a chef on a boat.
Oh, okay. You're a chef on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, recently, my wife got started. I had to travel a lot. She took a lover, which she tends to do when I leave town.
It was me.
Yeah, it was Gorley. She's quite happy when she's with him. He apparently listens to her. No, I got back and she had become hooked on Below Deck, the reality show. And there's one, I guess, that takes place in Australia. And it's like Below Deck Down Under.
What?
And and it's this
redundant.
Exactly. It's Below Deck Down Under, which I thought was ridiculous. So I'm just curious if it's at all like that when you watch a show. Because what you see on that show is all the people running around, getting on each other's nerves in a very contained space. Is that at all what it's like when you're working on a yacht?
I haven't seen the show myself, but I've got friends that watch, and from what I gather, it's similar, but obviously a dramatized version of reality.
Right.
But it is a very small space to live and work together with a small group of people. So
I also think, I have to say, I think being a chef would be tough enough.
Mm-hmm.
But to be a chef on a boat where if you suddenly need something, we need paprika, we need non-fat yogurt, we need iceberg lettuce, and you can't get it because you're at sea, plus the boat's constantly moving. It sounds like it's 10 times harder than being just a regular chef.
I mean, you make provisions for that. You try to stock up on as much as possible. If people are coming on board, you get a list of their preferences, dislikes, etc. So you try to prepare accordingly. Yeah. But yes, there's always the occasional thing where you'll be in the middle of nowhere and someone wants mini cucumbers, I don't know, something, and you have to try to find that.
So let me guess, it's mostly rich people, affluent people that you're waiting on if they're living on a yacht, yes?
Yeah, that's pretty much the...
Are you ever tempted to say, no, we don't have it? No, sorry, we don't have that. You're on a boat. Oh. Get your thumb out of your ass. You ever say that to anybody?
Thankfully, I'm not front-facing. It's always the other staff who have to deal with the guests face-to-face. I'm in the galley tucked away. It's nice. So we can get the order and we can all stare at each other in disbelief and then we can proceed versus them. They have to listen to this person making an insane request and they have to smile. And
Right. And if so they're the one that's hearing, I would like a pistachio vanilla mousse 3-tiered cake that's decorated only with yellow M&Ms, and then they come down and they tell you, and you guys stand around in the kitchen and talk shit about them for like 15 minutes, right?
I heard you ordering that the other day.
I like that.
Okay.
And I demand it.
I see why you're asking.
David, you know me. You know I'm an electric vehicle enthusiast.
You are.
Well, I'm excited. Very excited. I'll tell you why. It's the all-new, all-electric, check it out, not 2-row, 3-row.
It could fit so many people.
Kia EV9. That's more people than I'm friendly with. This thing's incredible. Just off the top of my head, the Kia EV9 is the first 3-row mass market EV SUV. Try saying EV SUV 3 times fast. Hey, 800-volt ultra-fast DC charging, 10% to 80% in 24 minutes at compatible 350-kilowatt chargers.
That's impressive.
Yeah. If I understood what that meant, I too would be impressed. Also, check this out. SiriusXM offers a 3-month trial subscription to all equipped Kia vehicles. SiriusXM provides access to over 165 plus channels. They've got everything: sports, news, comedy, Conan O'Brien Radio.
I was waiting for that.
And you know what's very cool? I was curious. I was thinking I can talk about this car, but I haven't really seen it. And Kia said, yeah, you want to see one? we'll send one over for you to check out. They're going to make me wear special gloves, and I can't keep it. I can just look at it. But I'm very excited for us to see it. Very excited about that. The all-new, all-electric 3-row Kia EV9. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires. It sounds like it would be, how long have you been doing this for?
On and off for the last 9 years. So once I finished university, I started doing this, and yeah.
That sounds, first of all, it's very romantic to go to sea. I think that sounds really cool, to...
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
your
nice
yeah made it sound like no, it's not.
Enthusiasm waned there for a second. It can be. There's lots of nice places you get to go that I would never choose to travel to. Like, it'll be a very small, tiny island in Greece, for example, which is lovely. But you get to see different parts of the world from a boat that you wouldn't say versus a normal road trip, etc. So that's nice.
Have you ever crossed the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean?
I think this last fall I did my 6th crossing. So,
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I've never crossed an ocean on a boat. That's probably on a bucket list for me. I'd love to do that. Obviously, my ancestors did
recommend.
it when
I'd
they
be
were
scared.
asked to leave Ireland.
And when you get asked to leave America.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll do it then. That is, I have to say, that's very impressive. That sounds. Now, do you think this is going to be your gig for the long run, or do you see something else for you in the future? At a certain point, has being on a boat been like, been there, done that?
Well, it's very fun, but it is a very weird existence where you're sharing a room with somebody. You've got a bunk where someone's above you or below. It's just a very bizarre life as an adult with sharing a bunk who's not your sibling. So that's strange. So I don't see this forever, but I figure keep doing it until I stop enjoying it, and I still enjoy it. So
I'm going to get real personal here, and this does not include you, but I'm just saying, there's got to be hookups on a boat.
Yeah.
Sona, come on, weigh in
Well,
here.
yeah, I said people be fucking.
Okay, well, okay.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
On boats.
Hannah, she's
Hannah,
Do
do,
you know-
people be fucking?
yeah. No, Hannah's, she's from Vancouver. They're very lovely people.
People in Vancouver don't be fucking?
Don't stop saying that. It's not cool. Hannah, I apologize for my very crass friend, but...
Sorry. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is.
No, I think it looked like you froze on Zoom, but I think you froze because of the coarse language.
Oh, sorry. I mean, people be making love.
Yeah, making
Yeah,
love.
yeah. People be doing
but
it.
it must get complicated when you have men, women, hormones, small boat. Yes?
yeah, I'm not going to name names.
No, of course
but
not. I would
definitely
never ask you to. We'll do that on a separate phone call.
Yeah, I would.
post. There's definitely been. You see why there's a TV show made after this, because there's been some pretty absurd situations of, say, someone being romantic with someone
Yeah,
and
that's
then
the way to
perhaps
say it.
pursuing somebody else
Yep.
that's in the same department, and you're all in this little boat, and to say the least, it all gets around.
Yeah,
word
everyone
spreads,
finds
and-
out. There's no way. This stuff happened on Moby Dick,
Oh.
any classic sea tale, there's always people hooking up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I would forget the boat's not mine
Yeah, that's probably true.
at some point.
How do you mean?
Like, I would start to be like, is this my boat? This is my yacht. And then I would start sleeping in, like, their main bedroom and stuff. Like, does anyone do that? Is that just me?
You're like
No?
a Goldilocks.
We have, I mean, perhaps.
Okay.
Sona's onto something here.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, on a crossing, you'll have some captains that are very kind and generous, and they let crew use the guest areas when we're on a crossing because there's no guests on board. But typically, it's you have to wear white gloves and not touch anything in the guest quarters. So,
Can I ask you, Hannah, you might be somewhat familiar with this show or with my general personality. Do you think I would
Yes.
do well on a long crossing? Or would I instantly go quite mad?
so the thing is, it's
Be honest. Be honest.
It's a small space, and typically, if you're in a marina, you can step off, have some space to yourself. But on a crossing, you realize just how tiny it is, and people tend to go a little nuts. I think you would try and entertain everybody.
Yes,
to
I
the
would.
best of your ability.
But also, can I say something, Hannah? That
So-
could be a problem.
I think you'd start eating other people even though there's full provisions on board.
They'd make you walk the plank.
I would start drinking my own urine, even though there was plenty of water. I would do it as a culinary choice. No, but I think one of the problems might be, as you guys work in a small space with me, and I'm looking at 4 people right now who are in a very small space with me on a regular basis, and we'll just do an hour together, and I can see that you guys are ready to time out. Me on a boat on a 6-day crossing in a confined space saying, "Hey, Hannah, what about this bit? I mean, do you think I'd be killed like 2 days in?
Personally, not by me, but perhaps everybody else. Not to speak for them.
Hannah, I don't think you could possibly understand what you're in for.
You know what I love? Hannah didn't say, not by me, but maybe by someone else. She said, not by me, but by everybody else.
Yes.
It would be Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
The answer is everybody did it.
Everybody. I think you would take on a persona. I think you'd like think you were a pirate, and then you would start talking like one. And
Or a captain.
yeah.
I would bring a stuffed parrot and glue it to my shoulder.